大家好，我叫李克林，我来自英国。今天我玩这个游戏，我觉得所有人知道这是什么游戏。Very popular game in China. We like to play, shooting some people, looking for some guns. But so far I'm not finding any guns. I've been here already, stupid. Not finding any guns. This is my first try at recording a video and talking and playing at the same time. Don't think it's as easy as a lot of people think, but anyway, we'll give it a go. I want to tell you a story today about my life in China. I was on the subway with my fiance, and we've been sat on the subway. It's a long journey. I think we were on the subway for about 25 stops, almost an hour sitting on the subway. And there was two older ladies sitting next to us. They were talking, and of course they point out that I'm a Waigoren. They see the Waigoren. I think she used the word Lao Wai, so I can hear them talking about me. And it's fine. I know people like to talk about foreigners in China. It's a very common thing to point out the foreigner to everybody in the room, just in case you didn't notice. Yeah, there's a 6 foot tall blonde guy standing there, just in case anyone didn't know. Yeah, just tell everybody. Anyway, beside the point. Point is these two ladies were sat there, and one of them started eating some snacks. And you think, yeah, no problem, snacks. I mean, I'm not so terrible as to stop people eating snacks on the subway. But wait, this particular snack is famous for how smelly it is. It's a type of fruit called a durian, and people love it here. It goes along with the other types of food like the cho tofu, where people claim that it tastes better than it smells, though I refuse to admit that. I refuse to even try the stinky tofu. And this fruit also, it smells so strong. Hard to describe how it smells. It smells like a super strong, to me, it smells like a very, very, very strong mango. If you can imagine a giant mango, like really powerful smell. Anyway, she was eating these snacks on the subway, and my girlfriend started to feel sick. Because we've been sat there for an hour, and it's not nice, you know, sitting in a confined space right next to somebody, and they start eating the most stinky food they possibly can, right next to you. So she ate one of these little packets of food, and she ate a second one, and as I saw her starting to open the third one, I turned to her and I said, "Qingwen." It looks like a chicken to me. Am I supposed to shoot it? I don't know. I said, "Qingwen, 你可以不吃这个东西在这里是太臭了. Too smelly. Too smelly, you know?" And it was in that moment, like, it was almost like in her mind it just clicked what she was doing. It was like it's almost like she didn't know what she was doing before I told her what she was doing. She had no idea what she was doing. Like sitting in a confined space, on the subway, in public, surrounded by other people, yeah, and just casually opening the most stinky food you possibly could and eating it. That's the way I feel in China. Many problems you can see around you, and it's not that people are bad or the culture's bad or nothing like that. It's very good, beautiful people, and when you tell them there's a problem, they will fix the problem, you know? It's just that they don't seem aware of their surroundings quite often. I don't know if it's just a lack of privacy sort of thing, maybe? Maybe there's no privacy, and so for them, public space and private space are kind of the same. I don't know. But anyway, she had no concept. I told her, "Don't eat those, they're stinky, please don't eat them." And she was fine with it. She said no problem. She put them away, and that was that. And I think I shocked her with my Chinese ability, my fantastic Chinese speaking, yeah? Which a lot of Chinese people don't realize you can speak Chinese, and even just being able to say ni hao is pretty much in any Chinese person's eye one of the most amazing things in the world. If you can say hello in Chinese, they'll tell you that your Chinese is so great, so good at speaking Chinese. You just say hello, because they're very nice people, very, very nice people. It's a great place to live, wonderful people. But the point of my story is in the past, if I was sat on that subway and that person started eating those snacks, if I couldn't speak Chinese, I have no choice but to just live with it. Just sit there and take it. No choice, just take it. And so I'm just trying to iterate, trying to explain the point of how much speaking a language improves your life and how much it can calm you down and make everything better. When if you can't communicate properly with people, it can be the most angering thing in the world because you have no control. Where is the shooting coming from? Somebody's having fun. I want to play. Where is it? Anyway, basic premise of the story is communication is very important. And if you come to China, be prepared to swallow your pride and extend your patience, because you're going to have to learn to just accept things as they are. One of the worst parts of living here, I love living here, but one of the worst parts of living here is quite often you have to accept the way things are. Certainly when you first come here, because if you're not able to speak Chinese, that's your only choice. You have to accept it, because you can't force people to change without explaining why. You have to be able to speak to them, and until you learn, you are not going to get. How can there be so many people just walking around the middle of the street? Who thought it was a good idea to walk down the middle of the street? Like, really? Which one of you three thought it was a good idea to walk down the middle of the street? Which one of you? Was it your idea? Was it your idea, Mr. Bright Green Pants? Or was it your idea, sir, over here? I bet it was his idea. For that, you're getting the shotgun in the bum. There you go. In the head. Boom! See you later. Fools. With that, I think I'm going to say goodbye. You have a good night. I'm going to keep playing. Always, I don't know. I suppose I'll say, don't be bored, be busy.